Hello, welcome to ExamPadi. Today's topic is the protection of human rights and the rule of law. Do you think all people should be treated equally? If your answer is yes, human rights are meant to ensure that happens, but you might not even know you have these rights or what they are. Keep watching to learn more about your rights as human. In this video, we will 1. Discuss human rights and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, known as UDHR. 2. We will explain the characteristics of human rights. 3. We will discuss the classification of human rights. And 4. We will explain how individuals and groups can assist in protecting human rights and the rule of law. Human rights are rights inherent to all human beings, regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion, or any other status. Human rights include the right to life and liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of opinion and expression, the right to work and education, and many more. Human rights are for every human being. They shouldn't differ because of one's race, ethnicity, sex, religion, or language. They shouldn't differ because of where someone lives or how much money they make. You have a right to them if you are a living, breathing person. As you learn more about them, you will come to appreciate them. Human rights have been an issue all over the world since the beginning of time. Throughout history, leaders of the world have made many promises of rights to their citizens. Currently, the model for human rights is a document called the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, also known as the UDHR. Because of World War II, some world leaders came together in 1948 and created the UDHR. It describes 30 rules that are meant to guarantee human rights. Most countries today have signed the UDHR and agreed to give their citizens these rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that is the UDHR, is a milestone document in the history of human rights. Drafted by representatives from different legal and cultural backgrounds from all world regions. It has been translated into over 500 languages. The UDHR is widely recognized as having inspired and paved the way for the adoption of more than 70 human rights treaties, applied today on a permanent basis at global and regional levels. The UDHR contains 30 articles and covers people's most fundamental rights and freedom, collectively and individually, everywhere in the world. The article can be divided into 6 groups. Article 1 and 2 reaffirms human dignity, equality, and brotherhood. Articles 3 to 11 are the rights of the individual, which includes the right to life, outlawing of slavery or torture, equality before the law, the right to a fair trial, and so on. Articles 12 and 17 are the rights of individuals within a civil and political society. They include freedom of movement, the right to a nationality, the right to marry and found a family, as well as the right to own property. Articles 18 to 21 are individual spiritual and religious rights, such as freedom of thought and conscience, that is, religion, the right to your own opinion, the right to peaceful assembly and association, and the right to vote and take part in government. Articles 22 to 27 are the individual social, economic, and cultural rights. They include the right to work, the right to rest and leisure, right to a decent standard of living, and the right to education. Articles 28 to 30 remind us that rights come with obligations and that none of the rights mentioned in the UDHR can be used to violate the spirit of the United Nations. The characteristics of human rights include 1. Inalienability. Human rights cannot be taken from the citizens. It is a national contract everyone should enjoy. 2. Universality. Human rights are the same in all countries of the world, irrespective of ethnicity, race, nationality, religion, gender, or political division. It applies to all that has to do with human freedom in society. 3. Indisputability. Human rights cannot be challenged or denied. 4. Indivisibility. Human rights, like the dignity of persons, decent living, and freedoms, should be enjoyed by all citizens in their entirety. 5. Human rights are permanently entrenched in the Constitution. This strengthens and safeguards fundamental human rights. The following are the classification and differences between the categories of human rights. 1. Political rights. Political rights are those fundamental rights that allows an individual to participate directly or indirectly in the political activities of the state. 2. Civic rights. Civil rights are a set of rights established by the law that protects the freedom of individuals from being wrongly denied or limited by governments, social organization, or other private individuals. 3. Social rights. Social rights allows one to interact with people around them without violating laws. Examples of social rights include freedom of conscience, thought, religion, and association. 4. Cultural rights. Cultural rights allow individuals to preserve their custom and tradition and practice their unique way of life. 5. Economic rights. Economic rights include all the rights protecting the proper condition of service, which may include wages, secure environment, working hours, welfare, and so on. How do we protect human rights? Some of the ways we can protect human rights are: 1. By defending the affected person in court. On several occasions, lawyers have defended individuals with genuine cases of human rights abuse in law courts. Late Gani Faweyimi was known for the defense of human rights in his lifetime. He defended the rights of the underprivileged in courts. A good example was the case of the late Delegiwa, which he pursued many years before his death. 2. Writing in print media. Cases of human rights abuses can be exposed through extensive writing in newspapers and magazines. 3. Special programs on electronic media can help expose cases of human rights abuses at work, in neighborhoods, or in the community. 4. Hunger strike. Some individuals show anger by going without food until a change is effected. They do this so as to effect a change in government. 5. Protest marches. This is another way of showing displeasure over an unpleasant situation. This is done through peaceful demonstration and using placards to show they are unhappy about it. 6. Media coverage. The mass media, like the radio, television, newspaper, and press conferences, have been used to fight human rights abuses. Many journalists have used their pen to fight military terrorism in Nigeria. The following bodies typically assist in protecting human rights and the rule of law in Nigeria. They are: 1. Civil Liberty Organization. CLO is Nigeria's foremost indigenous rights organization. It is a non-profit, non-governmental human rights initiative. Its objective is to enhance human rights awareness in consonance with universally accepted norms of human rights and fundamental freedoms. 2. Trade unions. These are groups of workers pursuing common aims and objectives for the benefit of their members. Examples include the Nigerian Union of Teachers, NUT, the Nigeria Bar Association, the NBA, the Nigeria Medical Association, and so on. All these are under the umbrella of the Nigeria Labour Congress. Nigeria Labour Congress has been a mouthpiece of Nigerian citizens. 3. Students' unions. These are groups of students pursuing common aims and objectives for the benefit of their members. The Nigerian Student Association has fought against unpopular government policies such as the Structural Adjustment Program, petroleum products increase, and cases of injustice in Nigeria. 4. Ethnic Association. This includes associations like Odua People's Congress, Arewa Consultative Forum, and so on. 5. Legal Aid Council. The Legal Aid Council is a parastatal under the Federal Ministry of Justice, responsible for giving free legal assistance and advice to poor citizens who cannot afford the service of private legal practitioners. Its headquarters is in Abuja with offices in each state of the Federation and supervisory offices in 6 geopolitical zones. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Answer the following questions to test your knowledge of the topic. 1. Explain human rights and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. 2. Explain 4 characteristics of human rights. 3. Mention and explain 3 classifications of human rights. 4. Explain how individuals and groups can assist in protecting human rights and the rule of law. Thank you for learning about the protection of human rights and the rule of law with me. I'll see you in our next video. Bye.